And I guess
hello.
I can see the bars going up, so I figure I should be able to hear. People can hear me speaking. And like I said, I always like to check. Let me check. And let's see.
Hello.
Yep. I can hear myself saying hello. There we go. So welcome in, everybody. We are back again for another episode of We Talkin Football. The Offseason. Again. The Offseason. Because, I know today was an important day in football. We had the people getting franchise tagged today. But one of the big things, before I go, how was everyone's week? How was your week?
It was good. Busy, but good.
Okay. And girlfriend, I say, yeah, she's giving the thumbs up. Her week was good too. She's got folks washing dishes behind her. So she has muted her own mic. Let the record show. She has muted her own mic. It's not me. But the one thing from last week, we were like, is Matt Stafford. Matt Stafford, is he going here? Is he going there? And Matt Stafford's not going anywhere. And if you actually watched the pre-roll from last week, I was like, I don't think I ever really thought he was going anywhere. It was a nice, hey, wouldn't it be cool if, but all in all, I don't think I ever really thought, it didn't really make a lot of sense for them to ship him.
Nah.
A whole lot of nothing to see with Matt Stafford, and I'm also thinking the same thing with Myles Garrett, because I don't think Cleveland wants to let him go. I do believe Myles Garrett wants to go. I think he wants to move, but Cleveland's like, no, dog, I'm sorry. You gonna stick it out with us. So they go to, because they tagged him. Did they not tag him, or has he got
another 2 years on his contract?
2 years, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, I knew he was locked in. So it was like, so he is he's not going anywhere. At least not yet. They're not desperate enough yet.
Nah.
So maybe depending on how the season goes, depending on how this draft goes, because of course we did have the combine this weekend. I've watched I think I watched some of the running backs. I think I did not watch the quarterbacks. I did not watch the wide receivers. But I watched a little bit of the running back drills and things like that. But the one thing that I'm hearing, I'm thinking at this point, and I hate it. I think I think they're gonna take Cam Ward. I think if nothing else that I feel like I learned this weekend, Cam Ward is number one quarterback, and Shedeur Sanders is number two. And but what I also saw a lot of was Shedeur going to Oakland, or I'm sorry, not Oakland anymore, Las Vegas.
Right.
So that was interesting to me, because that would mean he'd fall to 7?
No, somebody's got to trade up.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I was like, I can't really see that happening. I mean, too many teams, I feel like, need a quarterback, and I can't see that all of these people would pass on him at that point. And that's the thing. It's just you can't get all the good players, right? This is this is the thing that I am actually learning playing in your Madden league. Because even with the number one pick, you still can't get all the players. You can't.
Correct.
You can only take one.
You can take the one great player, but that's about all you're going to get unless you get very good later in the draft.
Right. And it is, like I said, I do believe for my Tennessee Titans that they will draft Cam Ward. However, I do wish that they would trade back.
Trade back.
I think I would want them to trade back. Now, I don't want them to go too far.
Right.
3, 4.
I don't think they would have to.
Right. I think that would, it's sort of like when we do fantasy football. Like you say, do you want the number one pick? No, I don't want the number one pick in fantasy. I'm good at, between, 4 and 7. Because, and it's bad to be this way sometimes, but instead of, the draft sort of dictates itself to me, and I can just take the guy. Like, I'll take the guy at 5, and then I can decide how the rest of my draft is going to go. Like, whoever falls to me at 5, then it's like, okay, now this is where I'm going, And I feel like if Tennessee trades back, let's say to the Giants, they can still get a great player. Because if the Giants move up, the only reason they would move up is to take quarterback. They're not going to, they're not going to move up to do anything else. And even if they move back to 7, the Raiders decide they want to jump up and do that. My watch is telling me I need to move. But even if that's the case, I think that it would be better for the Titans, even though, I was talking to some guys at work today. It's like, dude, y'all need a quarterback. Oh, we need a quarterback. We desperately need a quarterback. But do you want to tie yourself to, Cam Ward or Shedeur Sanders for 5 years? Is that 4 years plus the option? So
right.
So yeah, I don't know. I think it's a tough road to go. So, how were you feeling about the Indianapolis Colts season to come?
I'm still waiting to see what they're gonna do with that quarterback. If what they should do is just get what they've been saying, get some competition for AR.
Okay.
But I don't know if they have the patience. I hope they have the patience and just do just that, just get competition for him, something to push him, and he's still the starter, and they just, be patient.
But you don't
Let
think
him grow.
How desperate are the coaches and GM in Indy? Do you know?
Well, I don't think the coach should be that desperate. In my opinion, I think he should be pretty safe, at least for another couple of years. The GM, I don't know. They've been talking about he has his ups and downs, so I don't know how much of a quote-unquote hot seat he may be on.
Right.
Sometimes he looks good, and then sometimes it's like, what?
Not so
doing?
much.
Yeah.
Man.
But as long as they remain patient, I will feel okay. But that's my only fear, is that they're not.
Yeah. I don't know. It is so interesting. I'm also looking. There's an article here about winners and losers from free agency or franchise tags today. Everybody. Of course, obviously not 100% over or anything, but these big people right up front who either did or did not get tagged. And, one of those guys is Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold did not get tagged by the Vikings, which is cool, but it opens the door, right? You start thinking, okay, because now it's like, okay, now Sam, he doesn't have to go anywhere, but he's definitely going to be talking to people at this point. If they're not going to, hold you. And I think like one of the first places he's going to go is to the Raiders. I mean, you got to go talk to the Raiders.
Raiders or did Pittsburgh keep anybody at quarterback?
You know what? Let me tag wise, I hadn't even gotten that far down in the article. I get down to like three guys. I get down to Micah Parsons, and then I'm like, and then I end up going back up, scrolling back up again, because Micah was they labeled Micah Parsons a winner in free agency because they did not tag. I cannot say this boy's name. They're big. He's what is he? He's a tackle, right?
Defensive tackle.
Yes. And so he, his tag number, they say would have been 25 mil, but they signed him to a new 4-year deal worth 80 million.
Oh, okay.
So, the numbers worked out better for him to go ahead and sign him. But let's see if I can scroll down. Godwin. I don't see anything about the Steelers in this article. I think both of their quarterbacks are gone. So Sam Darnold will be visiting the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
He'll be visiting there. And that being said, they may not let him out the building. So some keys may get lost in that one because it's like, dude, look, what is he gonna take? We just, right? But we're gonna need you to not leave. So you're gonna leave here. Leave the room and call your wife and tell her to pack or whoever. I don't know if he's married or not, but that's it. But the other thing that they talked about, and I think they said, called this, I want to get down here. Let me see, can I find this again? Winner. Wide receiver Chris Godwin. So basically what they're saying is that because T. Higgins did get franchise tagged, so it basically opens the door for what they're calling a thin wide receiver class. Because, you got what it says, winner, the way they put it, winner Chris Godwin or DK Metcalf or Devontae Adams, and then it just says or someone else. But they do have the list in here. Stephon Diggs, Keenan Allen, Amari Cooper, Brandon Cooks, and DeAndre Hopkins. And, it is interesting for all of these guys because they're also saying that the draft this year is not stocked, I guess, with a bunch of great wide receivers. So, these guys are going to be, commodities. What was that? Who was that one? So, I don't know. I mean, are all of these guys, are they clear to leave I know DeAndre Hopkins is clear to leave. Stephon Diggs is clear to leave. Amari Cooper is clear to leave. And Keenan Allen. I guess they all are then. I guess that would put them in this.
Excuse me.
But I thought DK was still under contract. Is he not still under contract?
Not sure.
I know Devontae Adams is free to go, so I would imagine DK must be free to go too.
Yeah, Devontae Adams, they actually released him, so yeah.
Did he get released? Okay, yeah. So, man, it would seem like of this crop, I would think that DK Metcalf would be the guy that people would run after first. You know what? Here's the thing. Are any of these guys buddies? I imagine they're all, I guess, cordial.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're cordial. Yeah.
Probably cordial.
But
they have the same agent, so.
Because I'm thinking.
They have the same agent?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I didn't even think about agents.
I'm saying, I know, yeah, a lot of them have same agents.
I was just, and the reason I say that is that what I would be thinking about is the Patriots. The Patriots have like $129 million of cap space. 129 mil. A couple of these guys said, "Hey, look, let's go to New England." I mean, you think DK, DK and Diggs, or and say, "Hey, look, let's just go do it." You got a young quarterback there. He's looking good.
Yeah.
And
all he needs is a line and some weapons.
Yeah. So I think that would be pretty cool. I think if guys would run after. Oh, and you know what? Chris Godwin's the first name on this list. Chris Godwin and DK in New England would be nice. Because I forgot now. Well, let me look up.
DK has a year on his contract, so he'd have to be traded.
Okay, DK would need to be traded. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let me look at. I wanted to look at New England's receiver core.
It's very slim.
Yeah,
Bourne, maybe. I think it's the only one I can remember.
New England depth chart. Douglas, Bourne, Keyshawn, Bolt. Yeah, I mean, basically a bunch of guys
nobody.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, dude. Like I said, a couple of these guys. I mean, like I said, they have the money. It's like, I mean, and don't get me wrong, I'm not a Patriots fan or anything, but if you just look at these guys, where they would go, of course, and again, in my head, I got to go back to, my fantasy thought, because it's like, okay, if DK is in New England, where does he fall on my draft board all of a sudden? I mean, it'll be interesting. Drake May looked all right, man. I mean,
I have to watch some games again of his from last season just to see like the type of plays he's good at.
Where he was throwing the ball. Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
And I don't think
they had many speedy guys.
You can't. I mean, even like Devontae Adams. I mean,
yep.
He's gonna. I guess all these cats would be taking some sort of. Well, I say they're all older guys, right? They said they're all over 30, I think. Well, let me see.
I don't think just turned over 30.
Wait a minute. No, I'm wrong. Let's see. It says the precious. Without question, Godwin is. He said Godwin's the best available receiver. And this is just on ESPN. I'm reading this. He just turned 29. Making him one of the youngest options in this weirdly old class. So the class, the over 30s are Diggs, Allen, Cooper, Cooks, and Hopkins.
And Adams.
They're all over 30. But yeah. But it's, I mean, I don't know. it's interesting trying to figure out what guys would want. Like, what is it that you're going to, that you're going to want to have? And another interesting thing to me was somebody said, and I don't remember which player it was, but they were talking about Houston being the destination for him. And it was a wide receiver. But I'm like, why? Now, here's the argument that they were making. The argument they're making is, of course, Steph Diggs is on his way out, and Dale was hurt.
It's always hurt.
And and will remain hurt for part of the season. I think it was that's what I'm looking at sort of now. It was they were thinking of a trade with San Francisco for Ayuk, which I don't know why I feel like I don't think that I feel like the Texans would need to make a trade like that because of what you'd have to give up, I think, to get Ayuk. I mean,
well, they wouldn't have to get. Well, I won't say they wouldn't have to give up a lot, but like San Francisco just paid Ayuk last year, so unless San Francisco's eating some of that contract, I think that's a good bargaining chip because they would have to take on that contract. So they wouldn't have. I wouldn't think that Houston would have to give up as much because they're taking on that contract.
Yeah, and I guess what they traded Debo for a fourth. That was interesting to me.
Right.
Wait, 4th round pick. That was wild for me. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's interesting. It is definitely interesting. So, how do you feel about the Debo trade? I guess we mentioned it, but we didn't really talk about it.
I think it's good for Washington.
Okay.
I mean, they get Debo, who's pretty much a switchblade, and they still have Scary Terry. And then I'm not sure about how old is Ertz?
Zach Ertz.
They need to be looking at another tight end if he's getting up there. But I mean, they still have a third wide receiver. Actually, have a couple third wide receivers, if I'm not mistaken. But they have what's his name, McCaffrey's brother.
Yep,
he's actually
Luke
McCaffrey. Yeah, he's not that bad. So, I mean, I think that just rounds out their receiver room.
Oh, that's right. They also have Noah Brown.
Yeah. So like I said, it just makes the receiver room that much better. You got Debo. It's like this switchblade, pocket army knife. You could put him anywhere. So that just also kind of heightens the backfield.
Zach Ertz is 34.
So yeah, they may be looking for another tight end.
Wow. Man. 34, that's wild. But yeah, they do. They have they actually have a lot of decent receivers here. There's Jamison Crowder. I mean, he's older, but he's, was he Damian Brown? And Zacchaeus was coming on. Right. Like you said, Luke McCaffrey. Yeah, they got Debo sort of staying healthy, steps into a pretty good situation.
Yeah,
because he doesn't have to be everything. He just has to. He carries the name now. You know what I mean? And so he can scare the other team into having to be on him, but he can open some things up for a bunch of other guys. Man. No, my brother-in-law was like, dude, it was a waste. He said it was a bad move from on Washington's part. He didn't go into great detail. We were just sort of texting.
How is that a bad move on Washington's part?
He said that Debo is overrated. That is
but
his
they only traded a fourth for him.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. That's what I was saying earlier. A 4th round pick, and I think my other brother-in-law, who is a Commanders fan, said for a 4th round pick, he said that's exactly what he said. For a 4th round pick, we'll take the chance. It's like you know what? Yeah. We'll roll the dice for a 4th round pick. And
Unless he has a
that's
terrible
just what it
contract.
is. Yeah, and that's just what it is. It's like, you know what, for a 4th round pick, okay, sure. You know, well, who are we going to get with the 4th? Well, it wasn't going to be Debo Samuel, so
No.
we'll run with it here. But yeah, no, that's that was interesting. I saw that, and that, like I said, that deal is interesting to me. I mean, I like it. I think, like I said, I like the move, and actually now sitting here and going through the roster, I actually like the move more.
Yeah, it's a great move. I don't think now they may have to pay him, but because I don't know if his contract is that great right now.
Yeah, but you know how they're going to do that, right? I mean, they're just going to backload it, and then they're going to see how good he is. Excuse me. Yeah, and how much of an impact he's having. And then, you know, if he's not having a great, then they'll just release him and don't pay him anything. You know?
Yeah, I think the only way I see that deal is getting done is if they agreed to pay him. So, so I don't see him. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he wants to get paid because I think he's a free agent after next year. So.
Oh wow. Okay.
So yeah, I think he'd want to get paid, and I didn't think San Francisco wanted to do that. So that's probably what that was about. So yeah, I think it's fine. Long as Washington's willing to pay him, I think that was a good trade.
Well,
they still got a rookie quarterback, so they don't have to pay him yet.
I mean, that's the key, right? That rookie quarterback. And what, they were a game away from the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
So, man, you can't really beat that. What is your news, Debo? Jonah Jackson trades. Who won each deal? Man.
So if San Fran gets rid of Ayuk as well, then are they just going to rock with Pearson and that's it? Or
well, they got Pearsall, and then they got the other. What's the other kid's name? I want to say Johnson, but Jawan Jennings.
Jennings, yeah, he did come on when the others got hurt. Yeah, I guess maybe they figured they're good enough.
So they can get young really quick, I guess.
Yeah, because Pearsall's a rookie, so they don't have to worry about paying him. He's a couple years.
Yeah. You know what? Here's the thing. And it's bad for me, but is it possible to change the color of your mouse? I mean, can you do that? I don't know anything about it. Yeah, I mean, the problem is that I keep losing the mouse on the screen. So
do you have your pointer set up?
What do you mean?
I think you should be able to.
The arrow, I mean, it's there. The arrow's there, but I mean, I lose it. I mean, it's white. It's white. The background is white, and I keep losing it. I mean, I'm just saying, I do. I keep losing it.
You need to change it to black.
How? That's what I'm asking. How do I do that?
You have to go to settings.
Okay, I can do that.
Go to keyboard.
Mouse property.
Display. Go to keyboard. You have to play with it.
Okay, I can do that. I won't do it now, but I can do that. I can do that. I just never. I'm looking at it, and I'm just like, I always just scroll up, or
Right?
Yeah, well, I mean, your eyesight's probably better than mine too, though. But I'm just saying. I mean, I'm looking, and I'm like, and I keep losing it. I just keep losing it. But they have San Francisco, obviously, Brandon Ayuk, but then, like I said, Juan Jennings, Ricky Pearsall, was this Chris Conley, Russell Gage. Man, this is the last time I heard that name.
Russell Gage.
Russell Gage. Like Russell Gage, I remember from Tampa when he was down in Tampa Bay. But
is that the same one that used to be in Atlanta?
Yes, he was. No,
Okay.
he was. He was in Atlanta.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, he was in Atlanta for a few years.
Yes. Let's see if I'm going to click on Russell Gage. He was a 6th-round pick in 2018. Oh, man. Okay. Okay, Russell. Where are you?
2018.
Let's look at your stats. Wow, so he was with Atlanta for 4 years. Got drafted. I guess he got drafted by Atlanta. And he was in Tampa for like 1. Like I remember him from Tampa. He was there for 1 year. 2022. Maybe I'm just thinking about it wrong. Maybe I knew him in Atlanta then, because
yeah, I thought he was here for a while.
Yeah, he was in Atlanta for. And I assume it looks like, because I'm looking at his stats, I mean, he must have just gotten to San Francisco.
Yeah, I think he was traded from. Like, I don't think he was in Tampa Bay the whole year.
Wow.
Because, yeah, the year before he was in Atlanta, and then I was shocked that he was in Tampa Bay. And then.
So here's his. He was Atlanta from 2018 to 22, and then Tampa Bay from 22 to 2024, 2 seasons, and then he was with Baltimore from 24 to 25. So last season he was in Baltimore, and he didn't play.
Not much.
That is wild. Man, 29. Well, all right. All right. So, here's the non-football related, at least my input for it. How comfortable are you? And I put it in the pre-roll. Like, if I had spinach in my teeth, I mean, you tell me, right? I mean,
yeah.
The thing is that, what kind of things would you not be comfortable to tell a person?
Depends on the person.
Depends on the person. Depends on your relationship with the person,
yeah,
right?
If it's a friend of mine, family, I'll probably tell them most things that.
Wait, what? Wait. Wait, what was the question?
What I'm saying is that the starting premise, of course, is that if I had spinach in my teeth, and because I know you would, you tell me if I had spinach in my teeth.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I mean, because you tell me if I need to take. You would tell me if I need to take a shower. It's like, dude, you stink.
We in contact with each other and we talking like yeah. I was like, hey, But
like vendor comes in at work, so person you don't know, right? And they're just doing the deal.
You have to suffer.
And just a little, and it doesn't necessarily. I mean, I said spinach, but just a little something in their teeth. Mm-hmm. And you're having a conversation. I mean, I've had vendors come in. You see, you're sitting, and the whole time you're there, they're talking. They're trying to sell. Do you say it or you don't say it? That's the thing. I mean, that's rough, isn't it? I mean, I don't know. You see, and I honestly don't know. Like there have been vendors, and that I've not seen before. And if I've never seen you before, like we've never really met, I don't know that I'd say anything. I can honestly say I don't know that I would. But
they talking to you in your face. You see it in your face.
Yeah, but I mean, how
long you gotta communicate with them? Like, if it's just a second, okay, just sign this paper, then go. But if it's just like a conversation that's going,
you gonna say something? You would?
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm being honest.
After we exchange the words that we need or whatever, hey, you got some in your teeth, this is not like a bad thing. You just notifying that person, like, hey, obviously they probably ate something, got something stuck in your teeth.
Yeah, I mean,
like my daughter said, "Mom, you got lipstick on your teeth." Well,
Yeah, but but that's mom and daughter. I mean, yeah, that's going to happen. But that's what I'm saying. It's like
we do that too. We see lipstick on their teeth, we tell them.
Okay. See, then I don't know that. Like I said, it just depends. Like there are some vendors who come, once a quarter. You see them all the time, and you usually, and I know like even the vendors that come out to where we are now, they usually bring food. They sit down and they're eating. So, you run into the, hey, this really could happen. You know what I mean? This can be a thing.
Right.
But I'm just curious. I mean, it was just one of these things I sort of thought about it. I was like, you know what? Initially, like that. Look, if you love me, you tell me. I mean, but
I wonder why some of my coworkers they bring their toothbrush to work, and then after they eat lunch, they go brush their teeth.
Who does that?
Like, some of my
people do that, really?
Yeah, I've seen it. I'm like, is this when we wash our hands? I ain't need y'all here, but I'm like,
You know what? I guess. I think even with that, it would depend on what kind of job I got. I mean, I'm not necessarily. I take I have gum. I usually have gum, and I will purposely, when I'm done eating, purposely chew a little bit of gum that I know that I'm going to chew for like 10 minutes or so, just to throw away, to clean out my teeth. Like that is a thing for me. This is like, if I got food trapped somewhere, I use the gum for a minute, and then you just sort of spit that out, and then I'll get another piece for the lunch breath itself. But I the teeth thing, and don't get me wrong, I had a bunch of gaps between my teeth. I'm not collecting a bunch of food. But I know that it happens. It's that kind of thing. And it's like, well, I don't, the thing that I feel like people do all the time is like, oh, I don't want to embarrass them. But you know how embarrassing it is to know that you had like your spinach dip at lunchtime, and it's 3:00, and you decided to walk in the bathroom, and you've been talking to people the whole time, and there's like, it's like, dude, no one said anything. I know you saw it. There's no way you didn't see that.
If they don't say nothing, they gotta say something.
It's just, it would be more embarrassing to have that than it would be.
You have it in your teeth?
I haven't. I've not experienced it. At least not to my knowledge. So like, I have not gone into a situation where I had to actually say something to someone. Man, okay, the growling's back. Can y'all hear it? No one hears.
Big O saying.
Big O would tell anybody anything.
Yeah.
He would. He'd tell anybody anything. I think with him sometimes, now he does have a filter, but it's not a big filter. Right? That's the thing. So I don't even know if he was out of town, but and he told me he'd gotten back, but I mean he may have been drained. Yeah. So he has some appointments out of town today, but yeah, he's filter ish. He's filter ish. But the thing is that I think more than anything, I think what people would do is you try to make a joke of it. You want to tell the person, so you sort of make it, oh, he got a little whatever, so that it's not like, oh my goodness, that dude, what is that? I mean, it's tone, right? It's like how you would do that. Yeah, how do you say that? And yeah, I don't know. It was just, it was one of these things that came to me. I was like, but I know, like I said, I mean, we have vendors come in, and not the ones that talk with me. They do. She usually did bring like a snack of some sort, but I think they also do. Some of them do these things where you bring a food that won't cause that problem. It's like, hey, we're not bringing salads. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, I mean, that can, like I just finished eating. That's why I got up and I went and brushed my teeth. In my teeth, and I can't sit well when I know, because then I'll be like, yeah, I'll be right back.
Oh yeah.
The floss thing, like people floss like this. I've never done it in my life. Never floss like
this. You okay. I was gonna say, but you do floss, right?
You floss, the string floss?
Yeah.
I never
what do you use to floss? And you do floss though, right?
Wait, hold on. This is what I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you.
Oh my goodness, she's gonna show.
Probably a floss pick.
Yeah, I like the picks. I like the picks. And the we actually have water picks.
Okay.
Like all of us have them. Now, don't get me wrong, I have one. I don't use it, but we do have them. Everybody has. Yeah. Floss sticks. Those are cool. I like those.
But they have the string where you. I can't just do all that because it just never worked for me. And I'm like, how can they just go up here and go? I can't do all that.
Yeah, I can't get that. Now here's a question for you. You just showed us those. So do you take those to work with you? You do. Okay. Yeah. Now I know there are people at work that do have floss sticks, and they have those picks.
And those at work. Yeah, because you just never know. Whatever I eat is just like Yeah.
Yeah. See, I do not have any of those. I don't have something that I take to work like that. Like I said, the only thing I do is gum. I'll do the gum, and hopefully it's a little sticky, so I will run that around a little bit, and then that's sort of gone. And then after that, then you hit another piece. Now here's the thing: like I'm not a.
So what does gum do? You chew gum for like the fresh breath, or to get something out of your teeth?
No, to get stuff out of my teeth initially.
So the gum is going to be sticking to the meat, and
it'll pull it out. Yeah, it'll pull it out. It does. It works for me. And but then it's like get rid of that. I mean, you can't listen. I can't chew gum with food particles all in it either. That's disgusting.
Right. Well, I mean,
but
just buy these.
Yeah, but then you gotta go somewhere. Like I gotta go to the bathroom, and
you have your own desk, office, or whatever. I'll be in my desk.
No, see, we're way open. Everything is open. There is no like partition area or anything like that. Everything's open. So you're just you may as well go to the bathroom. I mean that's about as good as it's gonna get.
You're comfortable with, but I mean,
So
Ruffle, what do you do? Ruffle, like he's like quiet.
I use toothpicks
He's
as well as floss pick.
Guess what your uncle used to
I'm
do?
old school. Yeah, I'm old school. I just walk around toothpick.
I got those too, but Pip, guess what your uncle used to do?
What did he do? What
He
did he
used to take he used to take
from the
broom,
from the broom, yeah. Well, I understand
dad,
that one.
if my dad used to clean his teeth, get the meat out of his teeth.
So here's the thing.
We always thought he took it from the bottom, but for some reason he took it from the top. I'm like, that still is the bottom. He said, but I'm not using the bottom. I'm just like, okay, Daddy.
Yeah, but the thing is that now I have myself use. You take like a fresh Post-it note, fold it in half to get the nice edge, and then you gotta you do a little bit of work.
Hey, you take a bill.
Yeah, you gotta do a little bit of work.
You don't want to pay them no way.
But here's the thing. Now, I will say this. Now, back when I had an office, that would be something I do in my office. I wouldn't be like sitting at the table with a bunch of folks. And,
Nah.
You know.
I think when people like, say for instance, if you're at dinner table and they just come out and start flossing.
Yeah, see, that just seems wrong.
I feel the same way too. I'm like,
well, because here's the thing. If you're in, and this is my whole thing with it. If you're in public, and I mean sitting at a table, the floss, whatever you get out, it's got to go somewhere. I mean, it's got to go somewhere, and it's disgusting to see a person, even if you're good enough to get the floss stick in. Pull the thing, whatever it is, out, and if it's there when you pull it out of your mouth, now I can see it. And it's like, dude, that's nasty, man. Just could you? Yeah, exactly.
It's got to go somewhere.
But it's got to go somewhere. So, yeah. But yeah, so that was my thing today. The whole spinach in the teeth, or people, how do you deal with, I guess in these uncomfortable situations? Because I imagine it would just be an uncomfortable situation. You want to share. You don't want a person to walk away being embarrassed. But how do I save you from being embarrassed later? It's that kind of thing. But I don't know.
So did you see the older lady? I don't know how old this video is, but the older lady, she got up in front of the church and she was just saying that, don't be alarmed if I give you a peppermint because bad breath is going around.
I've never seen this.
She got up there because it must have been a rumor. It's on TikTok. It must have been a rumor that she must have bad breath. And she said, it's going around. Something's going around. I'm like,
I've never
she got up there in front of the church and said that. I'm just like, that's just some things that you really don't do. She was an older lady, late 60s.
That's somebody offer you a mint, just take it.
Yeah, they are supposed to. They say that. They say if somebody offers you a mint, you should take it.
Right. But she had the bad breath. And she said that something must be going on because something must be going around. It's everywhere. This is what she said. And she said, if I
said, "Oh, it is."
Bit, don't be alarmed. I'm like,
But yeah, no, I hadn't seen that.
And that's in the church. That's the very reason why I don't hug people like that. Like,
No. I think, well, you know what? Actually, I don't know.
You smell your breath before anybody else will.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
You do the breath.
No, I don't think. I think.
Not necessarily. You need to go to the doctor then. If you can smell your breath and somebody else.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, I mean,
So y'all really think y'all can't smell y'all breath and then somebody else will smell your breath? Come on, man.
yeah.
It's possible. I mean, some people have a better sense of smell than others.
I think I do believe that it's
Then you
better
gotta go to the
to
doctor. It's something you eating.
Maybe.
say something to you.
You need a cleanse or something.
And
Because
then
so wait, this is where the ladies come in at, and we have talked about this and other younger women and ladies or whatever that you smell yourself before somebody else will. Now, if you can't smell yourself before somebody else will, something is wrong. You need to go to the doctor, OBGYN, take your vitamins, do a detox.
yeah,
Okay.
that I think that's a different level.
Well, I
That's
mean, hey,
another level,
smelling
but
is smelling.
it's
Your
not.
breath or whatever.
Like
Smelling
some
is
people
smelling.
have different senses of smell. Some people are fine with some smells. Others
I
are
don't
more
know.
sensitive to
I
some
have
smells.
a strong sense of.
That's true.
I
That's
mean,
true. That's the whole pheromone thing, though, right? I
what?
mean, people
I don't know. Well, even people
smells.
may be in
People
denial
are
that they
attracted to
people
different
probably be in denial that
smells.
their breath don't stink.
That may be denial.
Or they not brushing their tongue when they brush their teeth.
It could be plenty of things, but
Yeah,
That's what they gotta go to the doctor. You said plenty of things. Like what?
I'm saying if they don't smell it, unless somebody tells them, why are they going to go to the doctor?
yeah, they wouldn't go. They wouldn't know to go.
Somebody would have to tell them.
And then
If they don't smell it, nobody
we're
tells them.
full circle. We're full circle. We are full circle. Because again, if it's like, dude, dude, you need to get that checked out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but are you gonna do it? You do it for your family. Yeah, it's like, dude, what? It's like, when's the last day? Did you brush this morning at all? Like, what are you doing?
Sometimes I have to tell my daughter, like, "Hey, you brush your." When my daughter brush, like if I know she brushed her teeth too fast, I don't care if I make her go right back.
So here's the thing. You guys okay? We're getting way into this thing, but there's the tongue. Do you brush your tongue?
Mm-hmm.
Brush your tongue. Tongue scraper. Tongue scraper too.
I don't have that.
No,
You have this.
I
I don't
have
have
that.
this. Who has? Because it's like.
Yeah, I mean, I do. I do that. I got. It's.
I mean, but where's it going after you scrape it? It's going in the trash, the spit. I mean,
no,
where's
just
it going?
spit it into the sink, dude. I mean, and the stuff that you scrape off, I rinse it on the faucet.
Like
and then clean it off and go through. Yeah, it's like, and again, maybe TMI, but however, you brush your teeth, brush your tongue. Once you brush the tongue, that loosens everything up. And then you take this tongue scraper and you scrape off the stuff. And so then you rinse your mouth out.
It's not really okay. So wait, the tongue scraper is really scraping what? The breath from the tongue, or just the saliva from the tongue?
It's like you'll be surprised, and this is this thing. Be surprised how much stuff just gets caked up sitting on your tongue, and it helps. Just
I'm gonna go on Amazon and buy me a scraper tongue. Let y'all know what happens.
I'm just saying. I'm gonna tell you, the thing is that the first time you use a tongue scraper, you're going to be like, ugh. That's the thing. It's just like, ugh. It's like, dude, this stuff has been sitting there.
I seen it. I was like.
But you know what? Like you said, though, if you actually brush your tongue, you see it anyway. I mean, I've like I said, the thing is that if you brush your tongue, then you get some of the stuff off already, and then all of fun gadgets.
I didn't know they would say. Some of my friends was telling me that like if their tongue is white, like something is wrong with them. I'm like, white?
Yeah, it's sort of a probiotic imbalance of some sort, where they should have some probiotics or something like that. They got all of these things that you're supposed to do to get rid of things of that nature on your tongue. So I don't know. This has been the totally disgusting conversation of We Talkin Football. So I mean, but again, I was like, it's just one of these things I sort of thought about it. The news. What about the news? What newsworthy thing did you hear? Go ahead, cuz.
So did y'all see that Angie Stone has passed away?
She was in a car accident. Yeah, she was in a car accident.
Yeah.
I did not hear
so sad.
what the cause was or how bad it was or anything like that. Well, bad, I mean she died. So but yeah, I didn't go into any of the details of it. I did see that. Thought to dust off my Angie Stone album to take a listen. So I may still do that. I did not do it. I thought about it. I didn't do it. But yeah, I did see that. Okay. I don't know. There are a few people that passed, but I don't know them all, and I guess I probably shouldn't have brought it up because I don't know who they all are.
It was two other music industry. They were like old school back in the day. The music that my dad used to listen to, the blues. Like I know Flag. What was her name? Roberta Flack.
Oh, really?
And yes, and I think what's the other one was what McCree? Am I saying it right?
That I don't know. But it was a guy who was in a group. It was some singer
Ron
guy
Osley?
who was in. No, Ron Osley.
Not Ron Osley, but they said one of his I think his brother died. That's what I heard.
Whose brother?
One of the Osley brothers.
At the group. So, I mean, I didn't see it. That's what they saying. Like a lot of people in the music industry had just passed away. Like it was like back to back.
Here's one thing that they do with this music industry thing is they'll say somebody's dead. And then it's like wildfire, and it's like all over the place. And then the person comes back on Twitter or Instagram or whatever. It's like, dude, I'm alive. Like, what? Who said that I was dead?
Somebody did an AI on Angie Stone. They was like, oh, you was just live. She wasn't just live. She just passed away Saturday.
Yeah, this AI stuff is going to be out of control. Because I was going to say, when is Pac coming back? They gonna have a whole new album at some point. So that's expect that to happen for sure. But I don't know. All right, that's all I got. Y'all got anything?
No.
No in the news, no nothing.
Yeah, I think
Chris Jasper.
Who was that?
Chris Jasper. Okay, what was the group?
He was with the was it Jasper Isley?
Oh, okay. So, all right. Man.
Gene Hackman.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking through now.
Let me say this. I like reading the story like right then. I kind of like, oh, okay. I kind of figured I just put my 2 cents in, and I'm not sure if my 2 cents is correct. I'm like, okay, well, she found him, and she just couldn't take it no more, so she took herself out. That's what I think. But a lot of people saying suspicious activity, the door was open, but I'm just like, I don't know.
Well, they said he was dead. He was dead. She was dead. The dog was dead.
Oh, mm-hmm.
Oh, the dog too.
The dog too, and I think
one of their dogs.
I think they were all in different rooms as well.
You're right.
So
he was in the mud room and she was in the bathroom.
Right. It's just I haven't really
I think they were saying something about the gas, carbon monoxide. So
carbon monoxide. But if the doors and stuff were open.
They know about that, huh?
if the doors and stuff were open, I don't know.
I mean,
but then they said they were dead for like a while. Like it wasn't
they
like
saying maybe like a week or 9 days.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's a weird situation. That is a weird one.
It's sad.
And sad. It was sad. Yeah, not just weird. It was sad.
I watch his movies.
Yeah, I like Gene Hackman. It's Lex Luthor. Yeah. he's my age. Well, Dreadful, you're my age. That's the
old school Lex Luthor.
Yeah, that's Lex Luthor. That's who Lex Luthor. All right. Well. All right. Until next week.
Until next week.
All right. We'll see y'all guys in a week.
Peace out.
Bring us more information. Anything that you guys can think about, you want to talk about it, we're willing to talk about. Obviously, we talked about brushing our teeth. We can talk about anything. But we'll see y'all next week, y'all. Peace out.
All right, peace.
Bye.